Good evening, everyone. Introduced us from Group 1. Here we will present material related to the Strategic Management course. The title of the material is Corporate Culture. Before we explain the material, let me introduce myself. My name is Monica Gloria as moderator and first presenter. My friend Irma Fadila as a second presenter. Teresia Abigail as third presenter, and Diana Lestari as fourth presenter. Okay, as the first presenter, will explain about accuracy in deciding the key features of the company corporate culture and appreciating the role of the company goals, core values, and ethical standard in building corporate culture. According to Joko Sansoto Moeljono, corporate culture is a system values that all members of the organization believe in and what is learned. Applied continuously function as an adhesive system and can be used reference for behavior in the organization to achieve the goal set. The characteristic of corporate culture of work claimed are the product of the main values and business principles that are closely held by its executive. With regards to what is exactly acceptable, what is not the norm and really practice that emphasizes how we do things here. Next slide. Factors of how the company tries to lead its business and behavior are held in high esteem. A. Basic values, principles, and ethics. Its main corporate values will provide guidelines for the behavior and mindset need to realize the vision. B. Vision. Vision is fundamental element of corporate culture because all corporate culture begins with a vision. C. Interaction. Interaction between every individual in the company, both surprises and subordinates. Culture with the company will be formed in individual share values and the ability to come up with ID. So that's my explanation. Next, Irma Padilla as a second presenter. I invite you, Irma.
Baik, terima kasih moderator. Di sini saya akan menjelaskan tentang asuransi analisis the whole and why of corporate culture can be a driving force in the execution of corporate strategy, good and quality company operation. Strategy and corporate culture is to the most basic and can shape in management skills. Strategy and corporate culture has mutual relationship, complement and reciprocity to achieve his goal in corporate endeavors. Culture influencer process strategy for formulation company strategy for the formulation strategy to implementation the strategy. Implementation comparate strategy will achieve optimal result, effective and efficient win facility and strategy by the growth of culture, good and strong company. Next slide. Ada beberapa macam. Yang pertama itu ada the need to identify the key features of a company corporate culture company. Yang kedua itu ada memahami bahwa budaya perusahaan dapat secara kuat maupun lemah diinternalisasikan oleh para karyawan dan eksekutifnya. Yang ketiga itu ada penting untuk memahami mengapa budaya perusahaan layak menjadi bahan pertimbangan dalam proses pelaksanaan atau implementasi strategi. Yang keempat itu what does a healthy culture look like in a company? The thought is accelerate the implementation of business strategy properly. Baik, terima kasih. Saya kembalikan ke moderator.
Thank you, Irma, for the explanation. Next, to Teresia as the third presenter. To Tere, I invite you, Tere.
Oke, thank you, Monica. Di sini saya akan menjelaskan the accuracy of analyzing action that can be taken by management to change problematic corporate culture. There are several causes of problematic or unhealthy corporate culture, including: Number 1, poor communication patterns, less harmonious communication between new employees and senior employees in a company, which will hinder the process of internalizing values and potentially lead to conflict or misperception. Number 2, the high politicization of the internal environment, where a lot of problem solving is based on the interests of a group of interest people, so that the company energy is wasted. Technological advances have had a significant impact on the mindset and way of working of the millennial generation, including digesting the company organizational culture, so that the involvement of the HR division is needed to be able to bridge between the corporate environment and the millennial generation, so that problems that arise can be resolved. Number 3, regardless of high ethical standard and too eager to achieve prosperity and status on the part of key executive. For this reason, action is needed to change the problematic corporate culture, including: Number 1, identifying problematic corporate culture by looking at the work environment more critically, seen from some general signs that characteristic that the culture is problematic, such as an uncomfortable work environment, high absenteeism, unrealistic workloads, intimidating behavior among employees, and interaction between employees that are not harmonious. And number 2, after identification, strategies can be implemented to change the problematic corporate culture, such as communicating corporate with employees to obtain direct information, giving workloads or deadlines that is reasonable and treats employees fairly. Number 3, in the action, banning old inheritance and establishing a flexible and fluid management structure and system which unleash individual energy and passion. Number 4, challenging the commonplace by questioning every policy, prestige, procedure, and assumption, leaving out procedure what is as less the present and the future, and keeping only what reflects the expect future. And the last, communicating some powerful and motivating message which can mobilize people in the mission, goals and values of the organization. Thank you. Saya kembalikan ke moderator.
Thank you, Tere. Next, Dian Lestari as the fourth presenter. I invite you, Dian.
Oke, thank you moderator. Di sini saya akan menjelaskan tentang ketepatan membentuk kepemimpinan manajerial yang efektif dalam rangka mencapai pelaksanaan strategi yang handal. Actually, in forming effective managerial leadership in order to actively rebuild strategy implementation, there are 5 things that managerial leadership can do to actively rebuild strategy implementation include: Number 1, stay on top. Number matter what to active result and good execution. Number 2, putting constructive pressure on the organization to activate good result and execution. Number 3, leading the development of strong core competition and competence abilities. Number 4, demonstrate active interest and social response initiative. Number 5, enforce corrective action to improve strategy execution and active target. Baik, saya kembalikan ke moderator.
Thank you, Dian. That's all of our material today. If we have any mistake in both words and material, we apologize. Hopefully, it can add to know our knowledge and insight. Thank you.